Hello everyone, today in this video I am going to discuss the usage of tense. So this is tense part 2. I have already made tense part 1 earlier, and before you start watching this part I request you to go through the first part first, then only it will be beneficial for you to watch this second part. Now moving to usage of tense, that is the first is simple present tense. The first usage is to express a habitual action. So simple present tense is used to express habitual action. So which action? Any action which has become a part of habit, which has become a habit of a person. So that sort of action, in order to discuss, in order to express that type of action, habit, simple present tense is used. So I never tell a lie. So it is the subject I has a habit of not telling lies. So it expresses a habitual action and therefore it follows the structure of simple future tense. Suppose I say he goes for walk every morning. So it's a habit of he. It's a habit of subject to go for a walk daily. So this type of action is regarded as habitual action, and for this type of action again simple present tense is used. Now the second use is to express universal truth, principle and permanent activities. So what is universal truth? Any action which is regarded as true everywhere. So that is universal truth. The sun rises in the east. The earth revolves around the sun. These are universal truth. Honesty is the best. Honesty is the best policy. This is also a universal truth. Now principle. The principle of physical science, that is the water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. This is a principle. Now permanent activities, any activities which is regarded as permanent, which is fixed. So the school starts at 7:40. This is permanent activities. It may be for a certain point of time only, but it is fixed. Therefore again simple past tense is used. Again the next is, it is used in exclamatory sentence starting with here and there. So what is the condition? That the sentence should be exclamatory sentence, and secondly the sentence should start with here or there. So the any exclamatory sentence starting with here or there takes simple present tense. So here in example you can see, here comes the bus. So this exclamatory sentence starts with here, and therefore the S or ES form of verb is used over here. Now the next use is, it is used to introduce quotation. Quotation, it means to quote someone, to use the word of someone else. So here Shakespeare says, the course of true love never runs smooth. So in this sentence the words of Shakespeare has been quoted, and therefore here says is used, and it is very often done in reported speech as well. Now moving to next type, that is present continuous. Now this tense, it is used for an action going on at the time of speaking. So the first use is that any action which is going on at the time of speaking. So for example, right now I am teaching tense at the moment. So while I am speaking at this time I am teaching you tense, and therefore present continuous tense will follow. The next example is, students are watching video. So right now at the moment while I am teaching you, at the same time you are watching video. So this action is going on at the moment, right now, at present, and therefore present continuous tense will follow. Second is, it is used for an temporary action which may not be actually happening at the time of speaking. For example, if I say here it is, he is reading as you like it. It may be that the he, here the subject, is not reading at the time. While I am speaking you, he is not reading in front of me. Suppose I say I am reading Death of a Salesman. So right now, but I am teaching you right now. So, but this is the action which is going on in present, but temporarily it is going on. But right now when I am speaking to you, at this moment it is not taking place. Suppose you are solving any exercises of math, but right now you are watching my video, you are solving tense, you are practicing tense. So right now you are working on tense, but it is the action is in process somewhere. It's a temporary action, and therefore in this sort of action as well present continuous tense is used. Next is, it is used for fixed program or plan for nearest future. So any action which is planned, which you have fixed, which you have scheduled, everything is scheduled, the action has been fixed, and which may take place very soon in the nearest future. So for that type of action, again present continuous tense is used. So she is going to watch movie tomorrow. So everything is scheduled. The movie time, the movie, everything is scheduled, everything is fixed, the plan has been made. So therefore present continuous tense will, the structure of present continuous tense will follow over here. Next is present perfect tense. It is used to denote completed activities in the immediate past. It means just right now, in the immediate past, the time which has just gone, the action has taken place in that time. So the example is, he had just gone out of the house. So the action of going out of the house had just taken place. Right now in the present only it has taken place. So therefore it takes the structure of present perfect tense. The next is, it is used to denote an action starting at some time in the past and continuing up to present moment. Forward tense is used with such action. So any action which has started at a certain point of time in the past and the action is continuing till present, and it may continue in future as well, it's not sure, but it's sure that it has started in past and it is continuing till now in the present. So for that type of action, present perfect tense, the structure of present perfect tense will follow, and with a addition of forward tense. And I have already told you the use of forward tense in the last video. Again I repeat, that is, for is used for a length of time and since is used to refer the point of time. So here the point of time is 2000. The year is being denoted over here. So therefore since is supplied over here in this sentence with 2000. The next is present perfect continuous. It is used for an action which began at some time in past and is still continuing. So any action which has started, which has its origin in past, but it is still continued till present at the time it is in process. So this sort of action will take the structure of present perfect tense. So he has been watching movies since morning. So morning has become a past time over here. So the action of watching movie has started, has its origin in morning, that is in past, and is continued till now in the present. Therefore it will take the structure of present perfect continuous tense. Now moving to simple past. It is used for an action which completed at certain time in the past. So any action which has completed at a certain time in the past, that action will take simple past tense. So here in example you can see, he went Delhi yesterday. So yesterday refers to time. So this action of going to Delhi has already taken place in the past at a point of time, that is in the past. Here yesterday refers to past, and therefore this action takes simple past tense. That is the second form of verb is being supplied over here. The next is it is used to express past habitual actions. Now in simple present I told you that is habitual action. Now here it is past habitual action. It means any habitual action which was a habit of a person in past, but right now the habit is discontinued. Therefore it is past habitual actions. He always invited me to lunch. So this action of inviting to the lunch is discontinued, is right now no longer in process. So it was going on in past. The next is it is used in suppositional sentences beginning with if, as if, I wish. So any suppositional statement, it means any sentence in which you are supposing something, imagining something, and if that sentence begins with if, as if, I wish. So instead of, in place of I, in I wish, it may be he wish, it may be she wish, it may be we wish, anything. But the thing is, if this type of structure will follow, so definitely after if, as if, I wish, we wish, she wish, he wish, what will we follow? Verb will follow, and the structure of simple past tense will take place. So the structure of simple past tense will be supplied. This action will take simple past tense. So if, as if, I wish, she wish, he wish, we wish, they wish are followed by were. Now moving to past continuous. It is used to express an action going on at some time in the past. The time of action may or may not be indicated. So any action which was going on, it means which was taking place at a some time in past only. The action was taking place in past. In case of present, the action used to take place in present while speaking, but here it is at certain point of time in past the action was in progress. So for that type of action, past continuous tense will be used. And suppose here in example it is given, I was reading a novel yesterday. So yesterday refers to the time period, that is the time of past, and therefore the action of reading novel was taking place in the past, that is in yesterday, and therefore the structure of past continuous is used over here. The second is it is used to express two action taking place at the same time in the past. Now here there are two action, both the action will be running parallel to each other, will be adjacent to each other. There will be no sequence of action. Both the action will start at the same time, may continue for some time, but both the action will continue, both the action will be in process for a parallel time being. So this type of action will take past continuous tense. So any two action which is going on parallelly at the same time will take past continuous tense. Now moving to past perfect tense. It is used to describe an action completed before certain moment in the past. So any action which is completed in present perfect, I told you that the any action which is completed at a certain point of time in present, but here it is any action which is completed at a certain point of time but in past. So that sort of action will take past perfect tense. So he has finished his homework. So he here, the subject, has finished his homework at a particular point of time in past only, and therefore this type of action will take past perfect tense. Now moving to past perfect continuous. It is used for an action that began before a certain point in the past and continued up to that time. So any action which started at a certain point of time in past and it continued till certain point of time in past only. So the origin and end of that action both will be in past only. Both that the starting of that action and the coming of end of the action both will be in past only. So I had been writing a novel since 2018. So the starting and the completion of action both will take place in past only. Usage of simple future. It is used to talk about things which we cannot control. It expresses the future as fact. So any action which is out of our control, that is which we cannot control, or the statement which expresses any fact, that is that sort of action, that sort of sentence will always take simple future in it. So it is I shall be 25 next Tuesday. So we can't control it. Our age is not in our hand. We can't control that figure of time, that is the age. Therefore this type of action will take simple future. The next is it is used to talk about what we think or believe will happen in future. So any action which we think or believe is going to take place in future, so that sort of action will take simple future tense. It will take the uses of, it will take the help of or structure of simple future. For example, I think India will win the match. So this speaker, here the subject, I believe that India will win the match, and therefore this sentence, this action of thinking will take, this sentence will take simple structure of simple future tense. Now moving to future continuous. It is used to express an action going on at some time in future. So any action which will be in process at a certain point of time but in future. So in present case it was continued at a certain point of time in present. In past it was in process at a certain point of time in future, but here it is in process at a certain point of time in future. So at this time tomorrow. So here tomorrow in this sentence refers to the time of future. I shall be driving. So this action of driving will be taking place tomorrow at a certain point of time, that is in future. Now next is, it is used to express a definite program or plan of future. So any program which is scheduled, which is fixed for future. So in order to express that action, again future continuous tense will be used. So he will be staying in this town till September. So it's fixed, it's planned that he is the subject and he is going to stay here in this town till September. So this is action is planned, totally planned, it's fixed, and therefore this action will take future continuous tense. Moving to future perfect tense. It is used to indicate the completion of an action by a certain future time. So in present it was the completion of action was taking place at a certain point of time in present. In past the completion of action took place at a certain point of time in past, but here the completion of action will take place at a certain point of time in future. So the future time will be referred. He will have returned back home by next Tuesday. So next Tuesday refers to the future time. So the action of him, that is he is subject over here. So the action of him returning back to home will be completed. So this action will be completed by next Tuesday, and therefore it will take future perfect tense. Next is, it is used to express likelihood or guess. Whenever you make any guess or any assumption, so that sort of sentence, and if it has any relation with past, if it has any relation with past, so that sort of sentence will again take future perfect tense. So it is used to express likelihood or guess, its relation is with past. So any guess which you are going to make, any assumption which you are going to make, but if it has any relation with past, so again it will take future perfect tense. So example is, you will have heard the name of Mother Teresa. So Mother Teresa is related to past, and here this person is making a guess that this person knows Mother Teresa, and therefore it has got a relation with past, and therefore future perfect tense is used over here. Now moving to future perfect continuous. It is used for an action which will be in progress over a period of time that will end in future. So any action which will be in progress, which will continue for a period of time, and it will come to an end. It will be completed in the near future, in the future, that is by the time period which is given. So by next month, here in example you can see by next month. So this is the time which is refers to the future. So by next month he will have been studying in this school for 4 years. So it means that by next month he is here subject, he would be completing his 4 years in this school, in the school in which he is studying. So this is about the uses of different tense. Now there is some miscellaneous structure. The first is conditional action. Now what is conditional action? Let's see example first. If you go to Delhi, you will see the Qutub Minar. So this action is dependent, the action of seeing Qutub Minar is dependent upon the action of going to Delhi. So this is a condition is there, that if you want to see Qutub Minar, you will have to go Delhi for it. So there is a condition in it, and therefore this type of sentence will take simple present plus simple future in it. Now the next is simultaneous action. Now what is simultaneous? Simultaneous means any action which is going on at the same time. Now while referring to past continuous, I told you at that time there is some similarity and there will be a confusion between past continuous and this action. While she was sleeping, she saw a dream. Here in that case, in past continuous, I told you two actions will take place parallelly, but here there is a sequence of action. The first action is the action of sleeping and second action is dreaming. So the sleeping was followed by dream, so it forms a sequence of action, and therefore it will take past continuous and simple past. And in that case, in past continuous tense, both the action was going on parallelly, adjacently, at the same time it started, and therefore both the action took past continuous tense only. But here it forms a sequence, and therefore it will take past continuous and simple past. Now the next is former later action. Former later, it means the out of two action, one would be completed, both the action would be completed in past only, but the thing is one action which would be completed first will take past perfect, and the action which will follow it will take simple past. So he had left the place before she came. So here the first action is the action of leaving that place. So therefore this is the first action, and therefore it will take past perfect tense, and it was followed by second action, that is she came. So therefore this is the second action, therefore it will take simple past. Now action denoting impossibility. Impossibility is something which is not possible. If I were a bird, I would swim across the sea. Now in simple past I told you, in case of suppositional action, or if the sentence will start with if, as if, I wish, so it will be followed by were. So similarly here the sentence is suppositional one and it starts with if, therefore it is followed by were. So this type of action which have impossibilities, which is not possible, so it will take this structure, that is simple past plus simple future. But in simple past again it will take were with it. Why were? Because there is if in it. It is suppositional. The sentence is suppositional, and therefore it takes were and therefore the second part also, instead of in simple future we have will, but instead of will, as in first part it is were, therefore it will always also take would instead of will. So would is the past form of will, therefore it will take would instead of will. Now the last is action denoting regret. So whenever there is a sense of a regret, in that case, if I had studied hard, I would have qualified the examination. So it will take the structure that is past perfect plus future perfect. So again, in past perfect had, and in future perfect it will take would have, not will have, would have. And this sentence can also be written like this, that is, had I studied hard, I would have qualified the examination. This will not make any difference. So this is all about the uses of tenses. If you have any doubt, write in our comment box. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.